He's back! After 40 days of putting his feet up, Tom Brady has officially unretired, announcing via social media that he'll return to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2022 for his 23rd NFL season. The 7-time Super Bowl champ has some unfinished business to attend to. His return, while not entirely unexpected, nevertheless sent shockwaves through the NFL, instantaneously changing the landscape of the league for the upcoming season. And potentially beyond. So what exactly does Brady's 180 mean for the Bucs and for the NFL as a whole? Let's break it down. Sit back, relax, and take this in. From the moment Brady announced his retirement not long after the Bucs' agonizing loss to the Los Angeles Rams in the divisional round, there was plenty of speculation that the venerable old man wasn't actually done playing. In fact, just 6 days after ostensibly calling it quits, Brady himself added some fuel to that fire, noting on his own podcast that he would never say never about a potential comeback. Well, less than a month and a half later, he's back. And while other prominent players throughout football history have retired only to eventually suit up again, none of them, not Reggie White or Ricky Williams or even Brett Favre, have the impact potential that Brady does. This past season, at the age of 44, Brady led the NFL in passing yards and passing touchdowns while propelling Tampa Bay to a 13-4 record and their first division title since 2007. For his efforts, he finished second in MVP voting, losing out to Aaron Rodgers, who was also the only quarterback with a better adjusted total QB rating than Brady. Though the Bucs weren't able to repeat as Super Bowl champs, that's hardly on Brady, who orchestrated an incredible 24-point comeback against the eventual champs in the divisional round, only to watch his defense blow it. Ultimately, Brady is still an elite quarterback, and his return transforms the Bucs from a presumptive also-ran into a legitimate contender and one of the best teams in the NFC. In fact, following his announcement, the Bucs became an instant betting favorite for the Super Bowl, with their odds shortening from plus 2,000 to plus 800 at SI Sportsbook. It goes without saying then that his return is a crushing blow to the other teams in the NFC South, which, prior to Brady's announcement, was poised to be one of the weakest divisions in football and was seemingly up for grabs. Before Brady decided to come back, the Bucs were one of 3 teams in the division with a big ol' question mark at quarterback, along with the Saints and Panthers. Seemingly, the 2022 NFC South champion was poised to be either the Falcons, as improbable as that sounds in the wake of a 4th straight losing season, or, more realistically, whichever one of those 3 teams brought in the best passer from outside their organization, be that via free agency, trade, or even the NFL draft. Now though, the Bucs, despite their cap issues and a bevy of unsigned free agents, should cruise to a 2nd straight division title, even if one of the Saints or Panthers, say, end up trading for Deshaun Watson. In fact, as free agency gets underway, there's no team in the entire NFC with better Super Bowl odds than the revamped Bucs. The only one more cheesed about Brady's return than Tampa's conference rivals might be the poor schmo who paid more than $500,000 at auction for Brady's final career touchdown ball. Ouch. Still, with sympathies to that dude and the rest of the NFC South, there's no disputing that Brady's return is a net positive for the NFL. Love him or hate him, Brady is without a doubt the greatest to ever do it. And having the GOAT back for another year, in which he'll chase down his 8th career Super Bowl ring, is ultimately a boon for the league's entertainment value and ratings. Whether Brady is here for a good time or for a long time, however, remains to be seen. For now, Brady is under contract for just the 2022 campaign, a placeholder year tacked onto his pre-existing contract last spring for salary cap purposes. He's on the books for only $10.4 million this year though, according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, a far cry from the $50 million Aaron Rodgers is expected to make this season, for instance, in the first year of his new extension with the Packers. As such, it's possible that Brady and the Bucs restructure his contract to make his salary more competitive, and in the process potentially add another year or more onto his deal. No matter what the future holds beyond 2022 though, Brady is going to have at least one more season to further burnish his Hall of Fame resume, and he'll do so as the oldest starting quarterback in NFL history. But what do you think? Can the Bucs win another Super Bowl with a 45-year-old under center? And is Brady done for good after 2022, or will he keep playing into his late 40s? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As always, we appreciate you. We'll see you next time.